stake in these games, and this game in particular, why do you think you got the off to such a slow start, and also what made Jamal impossible to tackle over you tonight?
I thought, like I said, a tough start was Jamal Murray. I thought he came out being aggressive, which we knew he would. You know, that's why we started off with a blitz against him, just to try to slow him down. We knew in Game 5 he would come out aggressive, and he made every shot. You know, pull-up threes, mid-range. You know, we blitzed him, we dropped, we switched, we did a lot of different coverages, but he had a hell of a game. You know, and so as far as us, just like I said, defensively, just having that presence to start the game. You know, I think the last 3 games or so, they've been really attacking to start the game early, and so we got to be better with that, especially on the road. But they play well, they play great. You know, holding Joker to 13 points and losing the game is tough. You know, but that's how he beats you. You know, if you worry about him too much, other guys can beat you. But I just thought Jamal Murray was excellent tonight.
Tied 2 relatively quiet games in a row for James. Do you attribute that to anything Denver's doing, or is it a lack of aggression, or kind of what is that in your mind?
I think Denver. I think they've made their mind up. They're going to try to take him out of the series after the first 2 or 3 games, and they're doing a good job. Like, I got to do a better job of just finding ways to get him open, to get him space, and probably more ISOs just because they're blitzing him so much to try to get him to his spots.
So you went away from Chris early, and then obviously went back to him, and he ended up making shots. Was there a conversation in between that sub where he was able to come back and tell him keep shooting? Because obviously he didn't hesitate on those shots, and I just thought that was interesting that he got a quick hook and then came back in, but still didn't hesitate on those threes.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great for us all year, and just wanted to see with the shooting lineup out there, just kind of see how it looked. But then defensively, we wasn't very good, you know, and so we was able to space him out a little bit, but defensively wasn't really good once KD left the floor, you know. So just looking at different combinations, but like I said, KD came in and made some big shots to try to get us back in the game.
With Bogdanovich, obviously, you know the wins are what's important right now, but is there a level of optimism that with him having a game like this and even some of the moments he had last game that he can be even a much bigger factor for you guys going forward?
Yeah, I hope so. Like I said, the last couple of games, just I think what got him started last game, just his defense of being able to pick up the floor, being aggressive defensively, that kind of got his offense going. And then tonight came in just with confidence, shooting the basketball, and making plays in the pick and roll once James went to the bench.
Ty, how concerning is it that 2 games in a row it took you guys getting down 20 in the fourth for like a real sense of urgency to kick in?
I don't think sense of urgency. I think they kicked our butt. You know, they played well, and so you know, Game 4 we didn't. Like I said, I didn't think we came out with a sense of urgency, but tonight I thought we had the right intent, and they just took it to us.
A result like this, and then you know before they come back in Game 4, like these 2 games, is this the kind of thing that necessitates changes? Like you know, your season is on the line on Thursday.
I mean, we got to respond. I mean, we blew them out in Game 3, and they came back and responded in Game 4. So we got to do the same thing. I mean, I don't know what changes you can make. You know, they made shots, like I said, making 17 threes. You know, and they blew us out. We made 18 threes, and we blew them out. And so the 3-point line is going to be the most important thing. We got to make sure we're taking care of that, which we didn't do a good job with tonight. But like I said, going back home, you know, until it'll be rocking, we'll be fine.
The time penalty you got caught that. What do you have to do well in Game 6 to get it back in Game 7?
Like I said, protect the 3-point line, do a better job with that. I think whoever wins the 3-point battles won the games. And then I think, like I said, just starting with that defensive mindset to start the game. We can't let them get out early and keep playing catch up and playing from behind. That's what we've been doing the last 3 games.
Tyler touched on it, but you said we was going to come out with a sense of urgency. And I mean, do you feel like you guys were well equipped enough for that defensively? What did you think?
Yeah, I think we were. You know, we came out starting the game, we blitzed him to try to get out of his hands and try to take him out of the game, but he was able to find different ways to score the basketball. Then that blitz kind of spread us out a little bit, and so we went to the drop, and he thrived in that as well. You know, and so he just had a great night. You know, so we just got to bounce back, be ready to go on Thursday.
So what do you feel like was successful with Nikola in particular? I mean, it wasn't just that he wasn't trying to score; he missed 9 out of 13 shots. So do you feel like it's kind of helped stymie him somewhat, even though that kind of
Yeah, I think so. I think the blitz, you know, took Zoo out of the veer. So he was guarding Jamal, took KD from veering on the Joker, and was able to rotate, you know. So, and then playing him one-on-one, and then I think switching James did a good job of just guarding him one-on-one and trying to push him out, push his catches out. but he could be a little tired as well. You know, he's playing a lot of minutes in these games, and but like I said, his partner Jamal Murray still going to help him out tonight.
Obviously, you touched on the threes. They made 17 threes tonight, but they also took more threes than you guys did. Now, I understand like defense was a part of the issue for you guys as well, but they don't shoot a lot of threes. They shot the least amount of threes in the NBA this season. How do you kind of turn it around to where you guys, like with the math game, you are able to get up enough threes to where you can kind of negate their prowess from beyond the arc, even though they don't take as many?
Yeah, I think just our spacing. I think the way they're playing James in the pick and roll, the way they're playing Kawhi and Norm as well, just staying in space and being shot ready and take those shots. You know, he shot 4 more threes than we did tonight. Like I said, they're not a big three-point shooting team, so we got to be able to have our spacing right and be able to take our shots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kawhi, it's pretty clear what Denver's trying to do in terms of guarding you and James at this point in the series. Is there anything you guys have to do to play through that, or is it just about trying to make plays for Zoo and the other guys at points?
Got to play the game. They knocked down, our teammates knocked down shots tonight. We just wasn't able to defend. We got to keep, playing the same way. If we want to keep going, everybody has to contribute, which they are doing. And yeah, just keep playing the same game.
Kawhi, I guess, what was Jamal Murray doing well today? What made him so tough to guard? And also, second part of that is, what do you do differently in Game 6 to bring this back for Game 7?
Tonight, he played great. Came out, made shots, got hot, found his teammates, and pretty much couldn't stop him. He played amazing. Rest came in and played great as well, scoring a quick 10, 15 points. Just overall good team win for them.
Just coming into this game, how did the team feel? How was like the practices getting ready for this? And is there anything that you feel like you can do better, or your team can do better to prepare for Game 6?
Just try to get out to a better start early. I think, pretty much the whole series, they probably got out to a great start on this. So just trying to stay in the game early instead of trying to make the heroic comebacks. And that's all we can do. We got to fight.
Jamal obviously did what he did, but Nuggets, hit 17 threes on the night. Just what needs to be better collectively to different.
Just pretty much get out there and contest. But some of those shots were just guys being great. It was probably a couple of wide open ones, but they knocked down shots. That's why this team is tough.
When you're down 3-2 in the series, what's your approach that you would tell your guys to take? You guys should take going forward.
Say that again?
You guys being down 3-2 in the series, what's the best approach for you guys to take, and what you will try to convey to your teammates?
Just taking it one possession at a time, like I said, going out there, trying to start the game off in a good way, and don't get down early. But if we do, just stay poised. Just keep fighting and limit our mistakes. And just got to play confidently.
Kawhi, you mentioned the poor starts that you guys have had in this series. What do you think is contributing to that?
Wish I knew. They're getting out, getting easy layups early. Got some open threes on one of them. Jamal Murray got them going. But we just got to stay there, know what they're doing, and contest, and make sure we're there on every cut, close out, rebound, just the same way you win a basketball game.
Last one, Jamal.
Yeah. Is there anything that you take as far as encouragement offensively? You guys did score over 15 tonight. You had 11 assists and only 1 turnover from taking care of the ball standpoint, making those runs. Like, does that encourage you going into Game 6, or do you feel like it's kind of fool's gold at this point?
No, I'm glad that we were able to take care of the ball. We have to keep doing that. So, Yeah, we just got to do it again, pretty much, and got to get some stops. I felt like they were scoring the ball a lot, and we didn't get no stops. You know, we were getting down in transition and half court set scoring as well, but we got to get stops.
Squad.
Zoo, are you able to pinpoint why you guys get out with such slow starts on these games?
No, I'm trying to figure it out. Got to be better to start the games. They're more physical to start. They want it more. Like, there's no, I don't think it's like tactical thing or strategy. It's just got to play harder. Can't start like that.
So was Jamal, going off like he did? Was that just, tip your cap kind of thing, or do you feel like you guys have done better defensively? Just what was your reaction to that?
He made a lot of tough shots, but we know he can do that. So made a lot of tough shots. We could have done a better job, but at the end of the day, it's make him miss league. He made a lot of shots, and it's hard to win against anyone when you got a player shooting like that.
Zoo, how you doing? Yeah, you held a Nikola to for good shooting and basically a triple double. Is that just kind of the power of Nikola? I mean, is that his? I mean, it was good. It was good defensive effort.
What was the question?
Nikola, you guys held him to 4 of 30
Yeah.
shooting, but he still had a triple double. How hard is it to cover?
It's tough, man. I thought we did a great job on him tonight as a team. We switched the coverages a few times, tried a bunch of stuff, and forcing into some tough shots. But he's always going to look for his teammates. He's always going to find open guys. He takes away a lot of attention of defense, and it's definitely, giving. There's a lot of space to operate for other guys, but gotta be better.
So, what was the level of preparation for this game? Like, how do you feel about the game going into it, and then how can y'all be better prepared for Game 6 without y'all facing competition?
Man, level of preparation was good, was high. We knew what we wanted to do, but got to come out better. They made a lot of shots. They shot pretty well, and it's, like I said, it's very hard to win when a team is shooting like this. They shot 51% from the three, so it's tough no matter how you prepare when they make shots like that. But we gotta figure it out. We gotta be better Game 6.
2 more.
So you mentioned that you've been in this position before, down 3-2 the series. What does it take mentally to get to a first win Game 6 to try to get to a Game 7?
Yeah. Gotta win both. Taking one game at a time. Know that it's an elimination game for us. So we can't start out like this. We gotta leave everything out there. Play hard. 40 minutes, whatever it takes. Whatever they throw at us, we gotta be ready. We gotta be ready to do whatever it takes, and treat it one game at a time. Win a Game 6, give yourself a chance to come back here and try to force a Game 7.
Last one.
Zoo, over the last 2 games, you guys have led for a grand total of 12 seconds. Outside of the comeback in Game 4, they've largely just controlled the last 2
Yeah.
games. Considering how the series have gone before that and with Game 3, are there things you can draw from the first 3 games to kind of turn this around how the last 2 have gone?
Got to start games better. We go every game I can except Game 1. We started bad. We were playing catch up pretty much all games. So definitely got to come out with better energy and physicality because it's hard to chase the lead the whole game, and they're a championship team. They won a championship. They know what it takes. They know how to hold those leads. So we definitely can't get in a hole to start the game.
Thanks, Ian.